Are video games priced too low? The president of Capcom, Haruhiro Tsuchimoto, believes so. He said this week that video game pricing is way too low and that there's been massive increases in the development costs for video games, but that the pricing hasn't gone up. He said that development costs are 100 times higher than they were during the Famicom era, but that the pricing for video games have not gone up. And there also needs to be a raise in wages. Wait a goddamn moment. I know that a fucking CEO is not trying to pretend that if the prices increase, it's actually going to trickle down to the workers that actually slave over these games and make them in the first place. Okay.
Yeah, and also Tsujimoto pointed out that the recession shouldn't impact the pricing for games by saying that just because of the recession doesn't mean you won't go to the movie theater or go see your favorite artists in concerts. High quality games will always continue to sell.
Here's the thing, I'm 41, so I do remember that there were Nintendo 64 games that were back in the day, 20, 25 years ago, that were about $60 and more. But if you adjust that for inflation, that'd be $120. So we can say that he's not wrong in that gaming, the pricing has not kept up with inflation at all.
And considering the fact that open world games are now a big focus, you look at the battle royale genre, the sandbox genre, how much money is being thrown into all these video games, these AAA franchises that come out every year, how expansive these games are, and how much more they're costing now as opposed to what they did back in the day. And then considering inflation on top of that, Capcom CEO may have a little bit of a point.
So he has a point, but I just have to reiterate, it is bullshit that he is trying to pretend that whenever the pricing inevitably increases for gaming, that it's actually going to be reflected in the pay of the developers and the freelancers that they're currently exploiting now in our late-stage capitalist hellscape.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking